Welcome everyone. I hope you guys are all doing well today. The lovely people of Pqube have graciously given me a game key for the upcoming otome, Him, the Smile in Bloom. It will be released on February 27th on Steam and the Switch. I now have another game added to my backlog. I swear one day I will get to it. I might actually just go forth and play the crap out of this game because this one has interested me. So Him, the Smile in Bloom was actually a drama CD created by Mint before it became an otome. I am very excited for this one because I am a huge fan of drama CDs, especially of the spicier variety. You guys should definitely try out the drama CD scene because there's a lot of variety there that you can probably find something you love. Instead of one girl trying to romance a variety of guys, instead we have 4 separate couples, which is definitely different than what I'm used to, but I really dig the idea. So I like to see the different couple dynamics. So as you can see, we have 4 male leads. Our purple hair guy is Hokuto. He's voiced by Makoto Furukawa. Our blue hair guy is Wataru. He's voiced by Ryohei Kimura. Tenya is voiced by Atsushi Tamada. And our last but not least, our blondie is Ginnosuke, and he's voiced by Ryota Suzuki. All of these guys I'm very interested in. I love all of their voice actors. So I'm just gonna play through like the first chapter of each guy just to get a feel for them and possibly see which one I probably play first. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. Flowers. Beautiful blooms of life that sprout forth from growing plants. Their vivid colors enrich our souls as they display the tangible passing of seasons. But they aren't just things of beauty. People have attributed a variety of emotions to the image of different flowers and have raised them with love. By the station in a certain town sits Phil Flower, a lone flower shop. In this shop, with its array of colorful blossoms, exist stories that all stem from flowers. One such story is flanked by the flower Happiness, Tenya.
年下で一生懸命な彼と恋愛に臆病になっている彼女。
Kinda digging Wataru, honestly, cause 100% I had a huge obsession with Ryohei Kimura when I was younger.
誰かを信じることに傷ついた二人が本当の幸せを見つける物語。
Another tale revolves around the flower of gratitude, Mimosa.
本当の恋を知らない彼と自分の心に不器用な彼女。素直になれない気持ちを抱えた二人が秘密の恋を育む物語。
Our third story follows the flower of love, Anemone.
鈍感で臆病な彼と諦めない強い意志を持った彼女。互いに思いながらもすれ違う二人が心通じ合うまでの物語。
And the final tale concerns the flower of passion, Nandina.
恋心を降り積もらせた彼とくすぶる感情に翻弄される彼女。焦がれる熱を抱えたままの二人が憧れを現実に変えるまでの物語。
Like flashing a smile to a beautiful flower. These tales recount bittersweet days with the men who shower their beloved with affection.
花が得ぬほどの愛しい思いをあなたへ。
Oh, I'm already belting in my chair. I'm loving how when they showed the flower, we kind of get a glimpse at what the story is gonna be like.
花へむ彼とブルーム。
These are tales of love and the flowers that bind them. Alright, we're on the selection screen. As you can see, each guy is holding the flower that represents their love. So I think, who am I gonna go first? I'm definitely gonna go through each one and see their personality and the relationship with their girlfriends, but who do I want to do first? It might, I think I want to do Wataru first, because when I was in the settings playing around with the sound and everything, I think he calls you senpai, and I'm just gonna go crazy. I love it so much when they call you senpai. It's just something fires in my brain. My brain cells or neurons just activate like crazy. So we're just gonna do Wataru first. Ooh, okay. So here we go, some more info. Wataru Tori, a natural class clown and everyone's little brother. He's 19. All right. The flower says Sippa for Twidia, and he's a junior colleague boyfriend. Ah, so they got cute little tags for them. Okay. Yeah, look at him. He's so cute. Yeah, we're definitely gonna start him first. Yep. Ooh, and her name. Okay. So this is his girlfriend, Serena Aoki. And obviously I'm going to put in my own name. All right, got my name in. Yes. Chapter 1, Star Festival Encounters. I love the morning air. It's clean, crisp, and pure. I love the sound of the leaves whispering as the breeze passes through the trees. One deep breath, and it feels like I'm truly one with nature. Now's not the time for those thoughts. Gosh, this is heavy. All I could hear was the sound of my own heavy breathing as I lugged the tube of flowers to the delivery car. My name is Lottie Starshot, and it's been 3 years since I started working here. The shop I work at is called Phil Flower. The logo's on the side of the car. It's a popular flower shop chain, mostly operating out of central Tokyo. The branch I work at is opposite Sakuragamori Station. It's a quiet, affluent neighborhood with a school and a busy shopping arcade. We run a flower stall every year during the Tanabata to celebrate the Star Festival. You got this. Heave ho. Now, is that him laughing at me? I glanced back at the sudden laughter behind me. There's only one person who it could be. Laughing at me? You see how small I am? I am trying. Standing there, laughing with his hand over his mouth, is none other than my colleague, Ginnosuke Sugawa. You're just gonna stand there and laugh? These flowers are heavy, you know? Oh, come on. I know you can lift these up without breaking a sweat, Ginnosuke. If only I was a little stronger. Did you just watch me do all this work? That's because... I reflexively raised my voice, but managed to catch myself mid-sentence. I avert my gaze to hide my embarrassment. I end up getting to work early because I'm excited for the Star Festival. Figure I might as well get things started. Basically, yeah. Yeah, when I first started working here, I had my doubts whether people visit a flower shop stall at a festival. But it turns out there's a lot more customers than you expect. Seeing how worthwhile it was made doing it a lot more fun. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. That's why I want our flowers to touch the hearts as as many people as possible. I turn around. Our store manager Hokuto Ichige is standing behind me. Ichige! Hey buddy, okay, I'm liking the connections already. A cheerful grin shines across his face as he lugs a crate of flowers in his hands. Wait, where did those flowers come from? Oops. I'm so sorry, I must have missed them. He sets the flowers down in the trunk. You can leave it to us.
俺も早めに行けるように頑張るから。
There's no need to rush. We have experienced members manning the stall during the morning and afternoon.
気合十分の彼女もいるしね。
I sure am.
確かに君になら安心して任せられるよ。
Glad to be of service. I won't let you down.
あ、頼んだぞ。
I'll do my best. Should we get going soon, Ginnosuke?
あ、そうだね。じゃあ北斗さん、行ってきます。
いってらっしゃい。気をつけてな。
Okay. Ooh. Looks like the festival is very popular. There's a lot of stalls around. Every year, the shopping arcade in Sakuragamori celebrates Tanabata by holding an event called the Star Festival. Large bamboo poles decorated with colorful streams of paper line either side of the road. Those who go to the festival write their wishes on strips of paper and tie them on those bamboo poles. The festival, which started as an effort to revitalize the town, incentivized many stores to open up within the shopping arcade. It's renowned even amongst the locals, as there are special goods that you can only buy during this event. Hello, Miss Murakami. I see you're here again this year as well.
もちろんよ。星祭りでしか売らないフラワーブーケ。あれ大好きなのよね。
Thank you for your patronage. I was in charge of the design this year. What do you think?
ブルースターがメインになってるのね。星祭りっぽくて素敵だわ。じゃあ、それ一つちょうだい。
Okay, that's the flower for this chapter with Wataru. Interesting. Thank you very much. As I tend to her, a pair of unfamiliar yukata-clad women walk up to the store.
お花屋さんも出店してるんだ。この花何かな。トゲトゲしてる。
Ginnosuke responds to her question.
それはルリタマアザミという花なんです。丸くてマリのようにコロコロしていて可愛いですよね。茎がしっかりしているから髪飾りにしてもいいかも。ちょっといいですか？
He gently places the flower in the woman's meticulously tied up hair.
思った通り、お客様にぴったりですよ。
A bit of a
すごく
flirt.
可愛らしいです。
I see you.
嬉しい。本物の花を髪飾りにしてもいいんですね。似合う似合う。浴衣の柄とも合ってる。いいなあ。私にも選んでください。
もちろんです。それじゃあいくつか見繕いましょうか。
Okay, working the crowd a bit. I see. No wonder they call him the prince. Ginnosuke's warm and friendly service always leaves our customers delighted. When it comes to customer service, nobody does it like him. I've got to pull my weight as well. Thank you for waiting, Miss Murakami. The nutrients for the flowers are in the bag.
ありがとう。
It might rain today since the sky is not looking so good. Be careful, okay?
あなた優しいわね。
The words, I'll be fine, leave Miss Murakami's mouth as she pulls out a foldable umbrella from her bag. She's prepared.
これ日傘にもなるの。便利よ。
An umbrella that you can use whether rain or shine. I may have to pick one up myself.
前にお宅のバイトちゃんが教えてくれたのよ。ほら、大学生の女の子で。
Oh, you mean the one that quit last month to focus on job hunting?
あら、だからこの張り紙が貼ってあるのね。
Miss Murakami's gazes upon a nearby recruitment poster for part-time employees. Yeah, someone else is about to quit to go in exchange, so we're a bit understaffed right now. Depending on the time of day, the Sakuragamori store gets swamped with customers. Everyone, including the store manager Hokuto, is trying their best to keep up. But it's gotten to the point where we had to ask for help from other stores. This problem needs to be resolved soon. If we had just one more person working here, it would make a huge difference.
大変そうね。 でも誰でもいいってわけじゃないんでしょ?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're not interested in flowers though. We just need someone who's motivated. Sorry for keeping you. Please come again. We'll be here waiting for you.
もちろんよ。近いうちにお邪魔するわね。
After I'm done waving goodbye to Miss Murakami, Ginnosuke puts his hand on my shoulder.
ブーケ少なくなってきたし、車から追加の分持ってくるよ。
Okay, you good on your own?
力仕事はお任せあれ。その代わり接客よろしく。
Will do, thanks. Soon after, more people started turning up at the festival, which led to a constant stream of customers. The Star Festival bouquet with Twidias was especially popular. Thank you for your purchase! Seeing the customers with flowers in their hands and a smile on their faces started making me want to smile as well. Another happy customer. I'm glad I spent so long on the design. What was that sound? Was that a raindrop? Please no. It's pouring! A sudden downpour comes on. Before long, it's raining cats and dogs. Doesn't look like it'll let up anytime soon. Ginnosuke probably won't be able to make it back at this rate. I wasn't sure whether he'd check his smartphone or not, but I sent him a message anyway, telling him to come back when the rain stops. I've got to move fast. There are still a lot of flowers and flower pots outside. It's true flowers can't live without water, but rain this heavy will only end up damaging them instead. I hurry to pull the flower pots inside. They've gotten heavier after being filled with water. Just a few more. Huh? At that moment, I spy someone's silhouette in the rain. Amidst the blur of rain alongside the road, I see the figure. Is that our boy?
マジか。
He's so cute! A boy stands drenched in the rain. He glances around with a seemingly distressed expression on his face. What's the matter with him? Does he not have an umbrella? We're gonna help this boy out. He needs help. Hey, you! I call out to him without thinking. He gets startled and looks in my direction as the rain pelts down against him.
俺?
Oh my god, I can't handle how cute this kid is. Oh my god, I love him already. Yeah, you, come take shelter from the rain. He nods at me and rushes under the tent as I beckon him over.
助かった。声かけてくれてありがとうございます。急に降るからもう全身濡れちゃって。
Surely enough, water drips from his hair in a steady stream. His clothing looks heavier from all the absorbed rain. Here, wipe yourself down with this towel. I hand him the towel that I brought for work. He beams at me.
すみません。ありがとうございます。
He diligently dries himself off with the towel, looking somewhat adorable in the process. After mostly drying himself off, he looks resentfully up towards the raining sky. Are you gonna curse the clouds?
天気予報は晴れだって言ってたのに。この後どうしよっかな。
You don't have an umbrella, do you? In that case, you can wait here until the rain eases up.
いいんですか？正直めちゃくちゃ助かります。雨宿りできそうなところ他になくて。
The sight of his apologetic yet relieved expression tickles me pink. A strained warmth wells up inside me as he smiles over at me.
ちなみにここって花屋ですか？
Have you heard of us? Our store is called Phil Flowers. It's in front of the station.
フィルフラワー。へえ、駅前にそんな花屋あったんだ。全然知らなかった。
It's fine. I totally get it. You wouldn't notice it if you weren't interested in flowers. It's fine. I totally get it. You wouldn't notice it if you weren't interested in flowers.
すみません。俺コンビニくらいしか行かなくて。でも今バッチリ覚えました。
I'm looking forward to it. Thanks. My name's Lottie Starshot. I'm a worker there.
あ、俺通り渡るです。よろしくお願いします。
Hi, Wataru! Nice to meet you too, Wataru. I'm not busy right now, so feel free to just hang around.
あ、確かにこの雨じゃしばらくお客さん来てもらえなさそうですね。雨宿りの間、そこの花見せてもらってもいいですか？
And you're a bit interested? No problem. As I nod my head, Wataru peers closely at the flowers, inspecting them curiously. Although I knew the flowers all by heart, it seemed like it was all fresh, new information to him.
へえ、いろんな種類があるんだな。
His expression instantly turns into a gloomy one when he sees the flowers that got drenched by the rain.
なんか俺みたい。
Oh, don't say that, sweetie! I wonder why he looks so gloomy, but feel like it wasn't something that I should ask someone that I just met. Without saying a word, I went back to cleaning up the flower pots. Wataru turns to look at me in response. He tilts his head as he asks me a question.
何してるんですか？
I'm moving the flowers inside the tent so that they won't get wet.
じゃあ俺も手伝います。
And you're so helpful? But it's not like you work here or anything.
そんなこと気にしないでください。ほら、雨宿りさせてもらってるお礼だと思って。
He clenches his fists. If his tightly balled hands were any indicator, it's clear he's insistent on helping no matter what. In that case, I'd appreciate the help.
はい、任せてください。外に出てる花、全部テントの下に移動させればいいんですよね。
Yep.
よーし、ちゃっちゃとやっちゃいましょう。
Wataru rolls his sleeves up and brings the flower pots under the tent one after another. The difference in strength was clear. Honestly, he was doing me a big favor. We were able to get the flowers out of the rain in no time thanks to him. Thanks for giving me a hand. You've been a big help.
感謝されるほどのことじゃないですよ。それにさっき言ったじゃないですか。お礼だって。だから持ちつ持たれつです。
I guess so.
それにしてもよく降りますね。
The resounding noise of droplets hitting the concrete crescendos as the rain continues to fall.
せっかくの七夕が。
Wataru looks at the sky with yet another gloomy look on his face.
これじゃ織姫と彦星も災難だろうな。あいつら1年に1回しか会えないのに。
Are those stars like constellations? That's why, when it rains on this day, they call it Tears of the Stars.
催涙？
He turns around wide-eyed, tilting his head as he looks at me in a curious wonder. The Tears of the Stars, named after the tears that the two stars shed when they aren't able to cross the Milky Way. Wataru frowns upon hearing my explanation.
そうだよな。会えるはずだった恋人に会えないのは寂しいよな。
Oh, sweetie, why are you sad? Please, no. His head droops like a sunflower past sunset. I can't not ask about it now. I close the distance with him by pretending to do something and look him straight in the eyes. Did something happen?
いや、なんでもないです。
He tries to cover it up with some forced laughter. A prickling pain rises up from the core of my heart as I look at his frozen expression. I wonder why I feel this way. I don't want him to have that sad look on his face. Perhaps it's his charming qualities that make me feel this way about him, despite it being our first time meeting each other. Here, this is for you. I took one of the flower bouquets and handed it to him.
えっと
Today's a gift-giving day, you know? Have you ever heard of Summer Valentines?
いや知らないです。
Tanabata is the time of year when you express your feelings to your loved ones by giving gifts to one another.
へえ七夕にぴったりですね。
So, I'm giving this to you as thanks for helping me out.
俺にそんな大したことしてないのに。
Well, it's also because it seemed like you're about to cry just now. Didn't have to call him out like that.
ああ俺そんな顔してました。
Yeah, at least from where I was looking.
やだな泣きたいわけじゃないんだけど。
Wataru tries to laugh it off. This time, however, he's not able to keep it to himself any longer. His lips are as heavy as the words that tumble out of his mouth.
なんかさっきの話聞いたら恋人に会えない彦星が自分みたいに思えてきたっつうか。
I'm sorry?
急に
Oh, please, can we not?
悲しくなってきて。
Oh, please, don't cry in front of me. Oh, please, sweetie, no. He starts getting emotional as he slowly strings his words together. Tears start spilling from his saucer-like eyes. It was as if the tears of the stars themselves were streaming down his face.
あれおかしいな。俺泣いてる。
What? Do not tell me. Do not start getting sad on his first chapter. Please don't do this to my precious boy. He desperately tries to stop them by wiping his eyes with the back of his hands. However, the floodgates have been opened, and there's no stopping them now. They fall one after another, tumbling from his cheeks and landing on his clothes. I extend a hand toward him unconsciously and comfort him by rubbing his back. I wanted him to let him know, even just a little bit, that he was not alone. It's okay to cry when you're sad, you know? Oh, please don't do this to me. I'm gonna cry too. See? The stars are crying too. That means no one else can see you crying right now.
あなたが見てるじゃないですか。
Good point. Don't worry. Just pretend like I'm another flower here in the store. I can see you, but I'm not looking, so don't worry about it.
何それ。もうこんなのめちゃくちゃかっこ悪い。
After shouting those words, he started sobbing like a little child. Like the rain, the emotions that he'd been desperately trying to hold back all this time came pouring out. They're there. He's so adorable. I felt like I couldn't just leave him like that after seeing him cry from his large puppy eyes like that. Before I'd realize it, I was already rubbing his back and looking after him.
今日久しぶりに彼女と会える予定だったんです。
Ooh.
高校の時からずっと付き合ってた彼女で、俺男子校だったから女の子から告白されたの。びっくりしてすげえ嬉しくて、だから大学も別々になっちゃったけど、これからも仲良くしたいって大事にしようって思ってたんだよ俺は。
I see.
なのに彼女他の男とデートしてて。
Is that so? That sounds rough.
急なバイトってなんだよ。嘘つかないでよ。 もう飽きたなら言ってよ。俺だってそんなのうすうす気づいてたよ。でもまだ好きだったんだ。
Wataru seems like the straightforward, honest type. Being touched by his pure soul made my heart tremble. Eventually, his strong emotions got the best of me, and I ended up crying as well. Just how selfish is that girlfriend of his? If only she talked to him properly, this might never happened. Both the rain and Wataru's crying gradually cleared up while I was listening to his story.
で、しょげてたところに雨が降ってきちゃってこのざまってわけ。今時恋人に浮気されたくらいで泣くとか情けないよね。本当恥ずかしいな。
Oh my god, sweetie, it's fine to cry about that. I know that's heartbreaking. He laughs. When I look how red his eyes are, my heart sinks.
でも話聞いてもらったおかげで落ち着いた。ありがとうございました。
Really? Are you sure you're okay now?
うん。さすがにもう涙も出し切った。
You sure you let them all out?
なら本当にもう大丈夫。だってさっきたくさん泣かせてくれたからさ。
He laughs again. This time, however, his face looks different. It's as if a weight has been lifted from his shoulder. I breathe a sigh of relief. Huh? Wait. Why do I feel so... For a few seconds, I'm astonished at how concerned about him I've become.
いや、それにしてもこんなに泣いたのいつぶりかな。明日絶対目腫れてそう。泣き顔までバッチリ見られて超恥ずかしい。今日見たことは全部忘れてくださいね。
I think I'll pass. Besides, you were so cute when you were crying.
かわいいってなんすか。もう。
Wataru sulks a little as he chuckles. That side of you is cute too. He might have started sulking for real had I said that out loud though. Good. You're actually smiling again.
だから言ったでしょ。まあ気持ち的にはまだ落ち込んでるけど、さっきより全然気持ちが軽くなった。それにこの花束せっかくだし遠慮なくもらっちゃうね。ありがとう。
You're welcome.
ところでさ、この花なんて花？こっちの小さくて白いのはかすみ草だよね。でもこの水色の花は知らないな。
Wataru points to a blue 5-petaled flower. Oh, look, this is so cute! Oh, that one's called Twidia.
へえ、ブルースターって言うんだ。
In flower language, it symbolizes happiness and love and confiding in each other.
この花と同じ可愛い花言葉だね。こんなに素敵な贈り物をもらえるなんて、サマーバレンタインが好きになりそうなんてね。
It's my pleasure. I hope these flowers will help you meet the love of your life someday. That's why I gave those flowers specifically to you, you know? My eyes meet with Wataru's as I look up to smile at him.
あ、いや、俺たち初対面だよ。なのにそんな願い事してくれるなんて。
Oh my god, he's even cuter!
優しすぎるよ。
Wataru mumbles something to himself under his breath.
あ、やばい。
I examine his face again, worried about whether he was really okay or not. Are you alright? What's wrong?
いや、なんでもない。
But you seem flustered. Are you not feeling well?
いや、違くて。
Hmm? Wataru focuses attention on a single point as if he's found something. The object at the end of his gaze was the recruitment poster for part-time employees.
このアルバイトなんだけど。
Did you now?
花に詳しくない俺でも雇ってもらえる？
Huh? Oh. Oh! Yes, of course you can. We're currently understaffed, so we'll be happy to have more people. Just send your resume to the address written here, and I'll contact you about your interview.
よし、これでまずは第一歩。
First step? I tilt my head in confusion. Wataru suddenly shakes his head from side to side. He scritches at his cheeks shyly.
こっちの話。俺、絶対面接合格するから、よろしくお願いします。
Seeing him smile made me smile back at him. Okay, Wataru. I'll be waiting. Oh, that was so cute! Oh my god, I am losing it! Why is he just the cutest thing ever? Bro is so honest and just has his emotions out on his sleeve. Holy crap. I am going to melt. I think he's only the first one I've done, but I think he's going to be my favorite one. I think I can just already tell. Holy crap. All right. That was Wataru. Oh my god. I am smiling like crazy. I am giggling and kicking my feet. He is the cutest boy ever. I think that he might be my favorite one, even though he's the only one I've done so far. Why did they make him so cute? It's so unreal. And being voiced by Ryohei Kibura, oh my god. I'm being flashed back into when I first discovered Kuroko Basket in like high school years ago, before the second season was released. And Kisei was my favorite character, and I just obsessed over him and his voice. Oh dear god. Bro has his emotions on his sleeves. He's so precious. He is a puppy boy. We need to protect him at all costs. I don't know who the hell his girlfriend was, but I hope she steps on water in her socks. Like, there's no shot she did this to this poor boy. Oh my god. Okay. Next guy. I think him. We didn't see him at all in the chapter for Wataru, which is interesting. So I want to know where he stands in all of this. So we're gonna go ahead with Tenya, calm and quiet, straight to the point. So he's the boyfriend from class. Looks like we have the same class with him, and he is 24. So we're gonna go ahead and start with him. Yes. Ooh, and Miku Yukihira. All right, got my name in. So let's see Tenya. Chapter 1, The Someday I Dreamed of. Ooh, an airport. I'm finally back. As I lug my hefty suitcase, I breathe a sigh of relief and glance around the airport lobby. It sure is great to be home. I was welcomed by familiar words and the chatter around me and all the signboards decorated with kanji. Even the unbearable humidity I've always hated made me feel right at home. That's proof of just how dry it was over there. Wow. I never thought I'd miss Japan's subtropical climate. As soon as I landed, the air already felt full of the lingering summer heat. It hit me when I left the plane and stepped foot onto the boarding bridge to the airport terminal. The air was so wet, it felt like I was practically swimming in its humidity. But of course, once I entered the properly cooled airport walls, that feeling instantly evaporated. Oh, my passport. Better make sure to put this in a safe place. Please do not lose that. I was still holding onto the precious booklet after getting through immigration. The last page I saw before I put it away displayed my picture and my name, Lottie Starshot. I wonder when the next time I'll use this will be. I don't even want to think about traveling right now, though. My relief to be home and my weariness from traveling created a fog in my brain. I've been living out of the country for over 2 years now. Okay, studying abroad maybe? It was neither short nor long, but nevertheless, more than enough time for me. Ever since graduating college, right up until this moment, it's felt like a never-ending marathon. Trying to remember everything that happened was just too much. Just the thought made my heart grow heavy. Nope, not now. I just got back. There is no time to get down in the dumps. I need to let loose and do something fun. I put a stop to this trip down memory lane that was flooding my brain and lifted my head back up. There were so many things I had wanted to do once I was back home. But number one on that list is eating some Japanese food. I also wanted to take a long bath. With that thought in mind, I spotted my parents in the throng of waiting people. But I was somehow able to push down the flood of emotions threatening to pour out in the same moment. It'll be okay. I can totally handle this. Dragging my suitcase behind me, I began walking forward. It had been a few days since I made my big return to Japan. Since today was my day off, I decided to visit a flower shop close to my workplace. Oh, Phil Flower? Yep, Phil Flower. It was a popular brand of flower shop with multiple branches open, not only across the city, but the whole nation. The Tsubakino branch of Phil Flower had been one of my favorite places to spend my time since my school days. They not only featured seasonal flowers, but a wide variety of houseplants, so I never got tired of walking in.
あら、久しぶりね。
Ooh, you're pretty. Hello, ma'am. The person who immediately called out my name as I walked in was the Tsubakino branch shop manager, Kozue Arisawa. I become a familiar face to her over the years during my visits, so we become quite close. It really has been too long.
また顔が見られて嬉しいわ。
Her smile was as charming as ever. She looked even more beautiful than she did last time I saw her. Oh, here. It's not much, but I brought you a souvenir. They're maple cookies.
ありがとう。定番こそお土産の醍醐味よ。とっても美味しそう。店のみんなでいただくわね。それじゃあ、お礼代わりにどうぞ。
Huh? What Kozue handed me was a bouquet of baby breast flowers.
バイトの子が練習で作ったもので申し訳ないけど、よかったらもらって。
Oh no, thank you so much. The numerous tiny white bulbs of the baby breasts were modest but cute. As I accepted the flowers, I was met by a faintly sweet scent that made my lips unknowingly rise in a soft smile.
向こうでの仕事はどうだった？
Oh, so it was work, not study abroad. So what do we do? Pretty rough, to say the least. Obviously, the language barrier was hard, but the cultural differences were tough too.
そうよね。そうじゃなくても、仕事を覚えた矢先にカナダの植物園へ出向なんてかなりハードよ。
So it was Canada, okay. That's right. That was the exact reason I left Japan. I've been working at a botanical garden in the city, but got transferred to our Canadian sister city for the sake of international relations. I had only just graduated from college and was still full of dreams and ambition.
あら、でもそういえば3年って聞いてたと思ったけど、1年早まったの？
Oh, that's right. Actually, they told me they were short on staff here and wanted me back.
どこも大変なのね。でも私はあなたが早く帰ってきてくれて嬉しいわ。
I felt relieved to hear those words come out of Kozue's lips so easily. From there, the conversation turned to the stories about my transfer location at the Botanical Garden in Canada. It's only a totally different level to ours. It was my workplace, yet I still got lost more times than I could count at first.
そ
そんなに広いの？でも確かにまず土地の広さから違うものね。
You're not wrong. But I heard a lot from it, but I learned a lot from it because of that. They had a ton of rare plants there too. So it felt like every day was a new discovery.
そういう話を聞くと私も花の勉強をしに行ってみたくなるわ。
Trying to look at the new arrival, I saw that a man had just walked into the shop. Must be a customer. Gesturing with my eyes that we should cut our talk short, Kozue instead waved him down.
お疲れ様、チカちゃん。
Oh, you're so cute! Wait a minute!
お疲れ様っす。お客さんですか？
そうよ。あなたは初めて会うわよね。この子はアルバイトの宇津木千佳氏。
どうもっす。
Oh my god, can I romance him too? I'm good, thank you. My name is Lottie Starshot.
これ彼女からいただいたのよ。スタッフルームに置いてきてくれる？後でみんなで食べましょう。
いいっすか？わあ、メープルクッキーじゃん。うまそう。ありがとうございます。
I hope you like how they taste.
めっちゃいい匂いするから絶対うまいっすよ。楽しみ。
Utsugi took the bag from Kozue before bowing his head to me and vanishing into the back of the shop. Utsugi seems very cheerful and energetic. He must be a good kid.
元気すぎるくらいよ。ちょうどあなたが向こうに行っちゃった後くらいにバイトで入ったの。
Too much for you to handle? Tsubakino was full of colleges and trade schools, so there were plenty of students who worked part-time in the area after school. Apparently, Utsugi was one such student. From what I heard, only a small number of the students who worked here part-time 2 years ago were still working here. Guess it makes sense that most people will quit the closer they get to graduation. That just goes to show how much can change in 2 years. Like the neighborhood getting a new convenience store, or your neighbor's puppy getting fully grown. Or my old room becoming a glorified storage unit for my folks. Yeah, they really turned my room into that. Giving the excuse that they thought I'd only come back after 3 years, they converted it into their personal closet. It wasn't a very big apartment, so it did make sense to get used to the room that wouldn't be used for years. My return to Japan was pretty last minute, but I'll only have myself to blame for not telling them about it earlier. When I told this to Kozue, she furrowed her brows and laughed bitterly, saying, "Sounds about right."
私も一人暮らしをするようになってから久しぶりに実家へ帰ったら物置にされてたわ。
Guess that kind of thing happens in every family, huh?
でも今その状態だと片付け大変じゃない？
It is. That's why I feel like I should use this as an opportunity to move out on my own too. The truth is, I'd already started looking for my own place the day after I got back. I thought it'd be a good chance to turn my life around. Where do you think would be a good place to live around this area?
そうね。椿野もいいところだと思うけど。
I was considering it at first, but it'd be a bit awkward having my workplace and my living space so close, you know?
わかるわ。他に条件は？
Well, since I'm moving, I'd love to shorten my commute as well. Oh, and I'd love to have a wonderful flower shop like Phil Flowers nearby too. Hearing me say that, Kozue said ah as if she just remembered something.
隣駅の桜ヶ森がいいんじゃないかしら。
Sakuragamori?
そう。駅前にうちの支店があるの。知ってる？
Oh! Yeah, I have. But the Tsubakino branch is where I do most of my flower shopping, so I haven't stopped by.
実は最近改装してリニューアルしたのよ。店内もすごく綺麗になってね。うちの店舗で扱っていない商品も結構入れてるの。だから一度行ってみたらどうかしら。家を探すならまずはその地域の雰囲気を知っておいた方がいいもの。
You have a point.
駅前に商店街が伸びてるんだけど賑やかで買い物にも便利よ。
A shopping mall? That sounds nice. If it is the next town over, it's also convenient for work too. I'd always pass it on my train to work, so I'd never really been there before though. It's close to work and has a mall. It even has a faux flower branch, so it's basically perfect. Just then, my eyes happened to meet the ticking hands of the clock on the shop's wall. Oh, I'm so sorry for staying so long. I should be going.
気にしなくていいのに。またいつでも遊びに来てね。
I will. Well, see you. Bowing my head in goodbye, I left faux flower behind me. Sakura ga mori. Yeah, let me add that to my list of possibilities. It was the first Saturday of September. I was busy watering the plants and wiping the sweat off my brow before the botanical garden's opening. It's still so hot. Buildings let in lots of sunlight may be good for plants, but there are times that they aren't good for people. Despite the heat, when I looked at the healthy growing plants I was raising, I forgot all about my pooling sweat. Good morning. How are you all during this fine morning, eh? Talking to them as if they were my babies, I checked on the condition of each plant I was in charge of. If any of them were to get sick, they would affect the plants around them as well. Showing off plants isn't the only responsibility a botanical garden has. Since we also conserve rare plants, it was vital that we check them over closely each and every day. Good morning. You sure are lovely again today, now aren't you? Right around the time I was just finishing up my checkup on the plants, a bell chimed, signaling it was time for the garden to opening. In a moment, the building will fill with a stream of customers, and I'll be surrounded by people. With my morning task at a reasonable stopping point, I moved on to the next item on my to-do list.
おはよう。どうだった？
When I got to my next destination, I traded updates with a coworker who was checking other plants. Morning. Nothing to report on my end.
こうしてお互い確認し合って初めてちょっと安心するよね。
Glad to hear it.
よし。今日は午後休だったよね。植え付け早めに終わらせよっか。
Nodding in agreement, I started prepping a big planter, some potting stones, and some soil.
あなた家探し中なんでしょ？どう？進んでる？
Actually, I'm taking the afternoon off to go look at a place today.
そっか。これで決まるといいね。にしても帰国して早々引っ越しなんて大変じゃない？
At my awkwardly trailing laugh, the girl suddenly clapped her hands as if remembering something.
あ、今日提出の書類忘れてた。
What?
どうしよう。あれ出さないと絶対課長に怒られるやつだ。
Seeing her panic, I took a quick glance at the work I was doing before letting out a laugh to break her tension. Then, you better go handle that now instead.
でも午前中まででしょ？
I can plan all these by myself. Don't worry.
ありがたいけど本当に大丈夫？
Yeah, of course. Now come on, get going already.
そうだね。ごめんね。ありがとう。
Watching my coworker trot away, I let out a barely audible laugh. I said it again. Saying I've got it was my bad habit. But it wasn't just on reflex. I really did want to help out my coworker. Alright, time to get planting. After really putting my back into it, the saplings were all neatly arranged on the table. To be honest, it was a lot to plant all by myself, but I didn't mind doing it since that's what I love to do. I want everybody to see how beautiful you guys are next year. The saplings I were conversing to while placing them in the planter were Nandina. The saplings I were conversing to while placing them in the planter were Nandina, bearing small fruits that looked like tiny red beads. It was an indispensable good luck charm on New Year's in Japan. This is all to prepare for our New Year's decorations we will place in the garden entryway for the holiday. While the Nandina is appreciated for the red fruits it grows, from the rainy season into summer, it also grows white flowers. Its tiny white flowers were so cute. They're one of my favorites. They also have a gentle, sweet smell. We're already long past their growing season, so they didn't have any flowers now. But when I thought of those white flowers and their sweet scent, I was taken back to my high school years on one particular summer day. And of course the face of one of my then classmates also sprang to mind. I wonder how Minami is doing now. That was the name of a boy from the same homeroom class in my second year of high school. We'd only truly had one real conversation with one another. That had been on just one single day during summer vacation. But for me, that brief moment on that day had become a memory I could never forget.
でも、お前の大丈夫って大丈夫じゃないんだろ。
Minami's voice echoed in my mind. Those words weighed heavy on my heart. But I desperately tried to deny his words. I'm okay. I really am. I'll make it okay anyway. Taking a deep breath to calm myself, I felt the scent of the soil and fresh greenery around me enter my lungs. Then, I narrowed my eyes to take a look up at the clear autumn sky. Phew, I'm so glad that worked out. In comparison to this morning, my heart felt unbelievably light. The planting went a little long, but I still made it in time for my meeting with the realtor. The apartment I got to check out had been even better than the pictures. The surrounding area also more than met my expectations, so I signed a contract right on the spot. There was no reason to wait since everything was going so smoothly. I even decided my move-in date, so now all I had to do was pack up my things. With this, my commute will be easier, and I won't have to curl up in a ball on my own bed anymore to sleep around all the stuff. That reminded me, since I was living in a share house back in Canada, this would be my first time ever living alone. Living in a share house with people from all over the world had been fun, and certainly lively. But, if I had to be honest, living with others did get tiring. That's why I dreamed of living on my own someday. Realizing that wish would finally come true was thrilling beyond compare. But still, Sakuragamori's shopping mall really is as bustling as Kozue made it out to be. It's so nice here. There are a ton of stores around, so as long as I stop by here, I can probably find anything I would ever need. Thinking it was a waste I hadn't ever come here sooner, I glanced in all directions around me as I walked. Just then, a familiar sign popped into view. Oh, it's Phil Flower! Before me was the Sakuragamori Phil Flower branch that Kozue had told me about. The flowers lined up in their vases seems to be growing quite well, even just by looking at a distance. I should use this chance to buy something to celebrate deciding where to move. Practically skipping in my chair, I headed towards Phil Flower. I wonder what I should get. It's a bit early, but maybe I should go with the fall flower like Narine or something.
Ah, いらっしゃいませ。
Oh, look who it is, our boy Wataru. So he's already working at this point. As I enter the shop, the cheerful voice of a staff member meets my ears. But as I was listening to his welcome, my eyes had already started scanning the vicinity. Maybe it was because I come before the rush hour of people heading home, but it was only me and the male staff member inside. Thanks to that, I was able to peruse the flowers at my leisure. She told me they just finished refurbishing the inside, but even still, this is a totally different vibe from the Tsubakino branch. But just like Kozue said, They had a ton of variety here. They even have more houseplants than Tsubakino does.
俺接客するんで、テンヤさんは休憩入っちゃってください。
Tenya?
ありがとな。
I thought they would only have a bit on display. But with this much variety, I didn't even know where to look. Oh, dahlias. These have large petals and are so pretty. This type is lovely too. They even have a lot of colors available for the cockcombs. They're all so vibrant. Seeing all the flowers available, I couldn't help but get excited. However, I didn't see any Nerine. Maybe they don't have any. Just as I thought about that, the tall staff member rushed to my side.
お客様、何かお探しで
You're
すか
so cute. I'm not trying to fangirl over you in this chapter. It's not your chapter, sir. Oh, yes. I was just wondering if you had any Nerine here. Hearing my request, the staff member took a brief look around the shelves before giving me a slightly troubled smile.
ネリネですね。
Nerine.
確認してくるので少々お待ちください。
Thank you very much. He left for the register and began asking questions to another member of the staff. They may not have any in stock. If that's the case, guess I'll go for something else. After a minute or two, the other staff member approached me instead.
いらっしゃいませ。お探しのネリネですが、うちでは10月上旬の入荷予定となっています。申し訳ございません。
Oh, not at all. I thought it might be a little too early. So I was right. They don't have it. Time to pick a different flower, but I have no clue what to choose. The dahlias from earlier were good though. If I surrounded them with some big leaves in a bouquet. Seeing how deep in thought I was over which flower to choose, I felt the new staff member let out a small chuckle next to me.
代わりに、こちらのダリアはどうですか？
Oh yeah, then I'll take the dahlia.
それ、学校の花壇で委員長が育ててたのと同じ種類のやつなんだけど。
Does he know it's me? Wait, what? At the unexpected words, I panicked and turned around to look behind me.
あ、
Oh my god, don't do
や
this
っ
to
と
me.
こっち見た。
Don't do this to me. I can't do like, oh, I can do romances like this either. I'm not gonna make it. Ooh, could it be? Am I dreaming? Am I dreaming? Is it you?
覚えてない。
But it just can't be him, can it? I'm so sorry, don't put that face. I thought it was gonna be a cute little quirky answer. When he saw me frozen in disbelief, he furrowed his brows, seemingly disappointed. I feel bad now.
まあ、あんま喋ったことなかったもんな。
Oh no, I feel so bad. Can I take it back? Oh no, that's not it. I was just surprised to see you. It's Minami, right? We're in the same class in our second year of high school.
そう。よかった。覚えててくれて。
Oh my god. Though his expression had hardly changed, it felt like there was now a hint of relief on his features. Minami narrowed his eyes, seemingly nostalgic. On the other hand, I couldn't even pretend to hide my shock at our sudden reunion.
久しぶり。
Hi! Yes, it has been a while! Yeah, it really has. It was only just today that I suddenly remembered him. I never would have dreamed I'd actually run into him the same day. My heart rate is beating a mile a minute right now. Placing a hand over my thumping heart, I try to calm myself down in my head. I couldn't tell if he caught on to my distress or not, but Minami continued the conversation as he stood beside me.
委員長、少し印象変わってて、すぐ気づけなかった。でも会えて嬉しい。
What? He's happy to see me? Minami of all people? Why? I was so shocked by the unexpected words, my voice caught in my throat. I threw him a glance to see if he noticed my shock, but Minami's expression hadn't changed. I'm sure there's no deeper meaning to it. He's probably just glad to have run into an old classmate.
仕事帰り
Yeah, I wanted to stretch my legs a bit today, so I decided to walk around Sakuragamori. When I got nervous, my mouth just keeps chatting away to the point I'll say anything and everything that comes to mind. So this means Minami works here, doesn't it? I never would have thought he was so close this whole time. He even works at Phil Flower of all places. Just as once again reeling from how small the world truly was, what Minami said next left me even more down for the count.
なあこの後時間ある俺もうすぐ仕事上がるんだ
Oh my god.
飲みに行こ
Don't do this to me. I cannot. Oh, but
うダメなんか予定あった
don't give me that sad expression. I'll do whatever you want. Seeing his head lower in disappointment, there is no way I could turn him down. It's not that. I don't have any plans.
じゃあ決まり
This isn't me being punked, is it? This is real, right? Why is Minami, of all people, inviting me out for a drink? That unanswerable question began looping inside my head. But, as if to blow those worries away, Minami had even called me by my old nickname, Class Prez.
こっちから誘っておいて悪い先にどっか適当に店入って待ってて終わったらすぐ行く
Okay, sure. Are you right with the place by the station?
平気あ連絡先交換しといた方がいいよな
As he said so, he immediately whipped out his phone from his apron pocket and began tapping away. He then pointed his screen towards me, flashing me the messaging app he used.
これ俺の ID
Thanks, just wait a sec. I quickly pulled up the same app and read his code. My screen was showing me Minami's name and icon. Oh, it's the cat! How cute! I added you. Did you get it?
ありがとうこっちにも来た店決めたら連絡よろしく
Sure thing.
じゃあまた後でな
Yeah, later. I was so flustered, I ended up just repeating his own words back to him. Lowering my head slightly in a bow, I left Phil Flower. Are we about to meet for drinks? Once I left the shop, I was met with an already darkened sky. Let's see. What's a place nearby that looks like they serve alcohol? Scanning the area left and right, I softly placed a hand across my chest. My heart is still pounding. Not only did I reunite with Minami, but we're about to go drinking together. This can't be real. All of it was so out of left field, I couldn't wrap my mind around it. My shock aside, I never would have expected Minami to be working at a flower shop. The Minami of my memories was so nothing but a high schooler. He never even shown the slightest interest in flowers. He hadn't even known the names of any flowers back then. Why was that anyway? I wanted to ask him about it. That was a simple desire that began to stir in my heart. Just then, I heard the ping of a message notification. Looking down at my phone, I saw it was from Minami. Underneath my looking forward to it stamp, he simply sent, "Me too." It was just 2 words, but the simplicity alone was just like him. He's grown up a ton since back then, but I guess that part of him still hasn't changed. Without realizing it, I found myself let out a small giggle. Wait, a restaurant, I still haven't found one. Walking a little farther, I spotted a casual bar that seemed to fit the bill. Everything on the menu out front looks good, so I guess I'll pick this place. Climbing the stairs up to the restaurant itself, all I could think about was Minami. Being a bit of a bad boy amongst his peers, he also stood out because of his good looks. My classmate, Minami. Why would he of all people decide to work at a flower shop of all things? What's he been up to since we graduated? The questions I wanted to ask him just kept piling up. I couldn't hold back my excitement at all. And there we go with Minami. Oh my god. Okay. Give me a sec, y'all. I gotta breathe. Minami, Tenya, our boy, why is he so precious too? What the hell? Are all these guys just gonna be after my heart? I cannot handle him. I love how soft and soothing his voice was. And I'm really curious too, why did he start working at a flower shop? It seemed like we only knew him like 1 year in high school, and that was it. Did we leave that much of a lasting impression on this poor boy? Oh my god. And we got to see our boy Wataru. He's also there in the background looking so cute. Oh my god. Okay. Next. See, I don't know now. I think I'm gonna love all of these guys. I think Hokuto, I might do that next. Hokuto Ichige. Honest and a kind older brother figure, obtuse and love. Oh no. Don't tell me he's the type that doesn't know that someone has a crush on him. Anemone, and he's a boyfriend since childhood. Oh, childhood lovers? Oh no, childhood friends to lovers trope? I might not make it here either. Okay, we're gonna try him next. Oh, I am not surviving. Alright, here we go for Hokuto's route. And Fuka Haruyoshi. Ooh, she's really pretty. Alright, you're gonna start chapter 1 for Hokuto. Chapter 1. Same old winter brightness. The year was over, and a new one had come to take its place. The celebratory air of spring had faded away, and the town had begun settling back into normalcy. The day I look forward to every year was soon approaching. People passed by the New Year's decorations as they're ready to open their shops, while others head to the station to begin their work for the year. Trying as much as possible to restrain the spring in my steps, I proceeded down the street with a wide grin on my face. I arrived at my favorite flower shop, Phil Flower. My name is Lottie Starshot. I'm a 23-year-old employee working at a trading company, but my company's still on New Year's holiday. That's why I can visit the store that opens early after the festivities end, even talk to my childhood friend as he opens up. Ah, okay. My favorite person in the world. He works at my favorite flower shop in the world. Haku! Oh, they're so cute. So how long you guys think it's gonna take to get a confession between both of them? I also love this voice the most in this world. We got a bad? Warm and gentle. Every time I hear his voice, I can't help but smile from the depths of my heart. I somehow regain my 20-year-old femininity, maintain my smile, and bow my head slightly. Happy New Year! Hope the year ahead is a good one for you. Only formally, right? Mr. Manager of Phil Flower. Hokuto Ichige, shop manager at Phil Flower, and my childhood friend, straightens up and smiles. Just as he said, we already exchanged New Year greetings. After all, we live next door to each other. Oh, this is gonna be a juicy childhood romance, isn't it? I take every opportunity I can to present myself to him, not as his childhood friend, but as Lottie Starshot, the woman. Oh, that's what they mean. Well, he's obtuse to love. He doesn't understand. Oh no, this is gonna be a frustrating gameplay for his chapter, isn't it? As for why, I want Haku to see me as a woman. I have to try this year too. The man I love most in the world doesn't view me as a woman, you see? I'm nothing more than a childhood friend in his eyes. So, I'm all fired up today, hoping that this year will finally be it.
予約してるんだからこんなに早く来ることないんだぞ。
Hoku goes back to cleaning the store while talking, leaving me feeling disappointed yet again. I know, but I wanted to be the first to see. Every year, I visit this quiet flower shop before it opens, and every year we have the same conversation. That's fine, he's working, so I didn't really expect anything. I know what he's like after all. Can I just wait around here? Or over here?
店に入ってていいよ。寒いだろ。
No, I want to watch you clean. Come on, idle hands are the devil's workshop.
はいはい。
I have my gripes, but they're minor. I get up early every year to come here. There's a reason for that. It's because sweeping and cleaning the store at the beginning of the year has been Hoku's habit for several years now. He cleans the store until it sparkles before the other employees come in, so they can start the new year feeling good. Ever since he became the shop manager of Phil Flower, he's done this every year. I like Hoku's quiet efforts, and I also like watching him in silence. It makes it a special time you can only spend right here once a year. I'd rather have an even more special time between us, frankly. Spicy time? But for now, this time together is enough. I'm at my favorite flower shop, spending special time alone with the person I love. Already busting out the L word. I'm secretly hoping that next year you'll be like this too.
明けましておめでとうございます。今年もよろしく。
Oh, there's our boy Wataru!
おめでとうございます。よろしくお願いします。
Does everyone else know I'm yearning for Hokuto? Happy New Year! Let's make this year a good one! As per usual, I exchange conversations with Gin and Wataru, who are bursting with energy for the new year. I'm of course familiar with Ginnosuke Sugawa, aka Gin, and Wataru Tori, who both work at Phil Flower. All the employees remember me since I frequently visit the store, so it's usual for me to greet them like this.
それじゃ今年最初のお客様、ご予約の商品をどうぞ。
Whoa, thank you! Just before opening, I finally received the reserve item, which is another reason why I come to the store so early in the morning. It's a limited edition New Year's product, a small wooden box packed with plenty of flowers. It's an original arrangement of Phil Flower's making, the Lucky Flower Box. It wards off disaster and invites good fortune. It is beautifully decorated with auspicious flowers and plants. Red to symbolize the New Year's, vibrant pink chrysanthemums, yellow pheasant's eyes that beckon spring with gold decorations. Last year, it had a cute vibe, but this year, it's a bit chic. I like this too. Feeling the joy of being the first one here, I lean against the corner of the shop. Phil Flower will open soon. Located on a corner in front of the station and dealing in various flowers, the shop is popular among a wide range of customers. They also offer special products tailored to the season, like the Lucky Flower Box, so there's always something to like no matter when you go. Especially since everyone on the staff, Hoku first and foremost, is preparing flowers with all their heart every day. I keep coming back to this wonderful flower shop. Customers have started to line up in front of the store here and there, so the inside of the store will likely be bustling soon. I'm happy to be able to watch everything happen.
福花小箱、すごい数の予約が入っててびっくりしましたよ。
Since I happen to be next to the stand for the Lucky Flower Box, Kana starts chatting to me as she starts filling it up. I know, right? They sold out in no time last year, so I heard he increased the number this year.
小箱が夢に出てきそうって銀ちゃんが言ってました。俺は簡単な手伝いしかしてないから人事だけど。
But I'm sure it definitely helped. Good job.
新年早々ねぎらわれるの嬉しいお年玉だな。
Wataru works here, but he used to be a part-timer. He is currently interning at the head office in order to become a full-time employee. Today, after the New Year's, he's here to oversee the sale of the lucky flower boxes as part of his intern duties.
君は北斗さんからお年玉もらった？
I pout at Gin, I pout at Gin, who teases me in between serving customers. I'm already 23 years old, right? I don't get any New Year gifts.
それは失礼しました。でもカラオケ行ったんでしょ？北斗さんから聞いたよ。
Yeah, it's a family tradition. We all eat and drink together, and at the opening and closing, we all sing the same song.
仲良すぎでしょ。
すごくないですか？幼馴染とは聞いたけど、家ぐるみで仲いい感じ？
Well, we live right next door after all. Our parents go out together, and sometimes they don't come home until morning.
すごっ。
As we converse, another new customer arrives, and the guys go back to serving customers. It's about time for me to get out of the way. I should go. I like to hang around the store and look at all the flowers, including those in the lucky flower boxes. But I feel bad for the employees who converse with me out of sense of obligation. As I quietly make my way out of the store, I run into Tenya.
明けましておめでとうございます。
Hi to you too, buddy! Happy New Year. I hope you have another great year this Happy New Year. I hope you have another great year this year.
はい。北斗さん、宅配便届いてます。
A new year, the same old poker face. This is Tenya Minami. Until Wataru came along, he used to be the youngest of the employees. According to Haku, he's a person with a passionate heart. He hasn't shown me that side of him yet. It looks like Tenya is carrying some stuff. I try to slip out past him, but then as he puts down his boxes, I hear his voice.
ほとんどお年賀だと思うんですが、一個だけ誤送があって。
誤送？
これです。住所は合ってるけど、うち宛てじゃないっすね。
I turn around, curious. Haku is smiling as he checks the addresses.
椿の店、有沢梢宛てになってる。電話で確認してみるが、間違いないだろう。うちにももう一つ同じお年賀が届いているから。
The Tsubakino branch is another Phil Flower franchise store, located at the next station over. Kozue Arisawa is the name of the manager at the Tsubakino branch, which I know because she and I are friends.
間違って住所だけうちの店にしちゃったんでしょうね。転送しますか？
いや、あいにく中身は賞味期限が短めのお菓子だ。俺が昼休憩にでも持っていくよ。
Haku said that because he knows the store is about to get busy. But even if it's only a station over, that would mean Haku wouldn't get any time to take a break. I have been to the Tsubakino store many times, and I'm just going home anyway. We'll take it, we'll be nice. I can take it if you want. It'll give me an opportunity to give Kozue New Year's greetings too.
いいのか？
I'm free, so it's fine. Can you just call ahead to let them know?
わかった。連絡しておく。悪いな。
Don't you think it's lucky to get to see Kozue so early in this year?
もてなしてくれるかもな。あの人なら。
And that's what I'm saying. They hand me the package from the box. It's wrapped so it's easy to carry. Haku gives me an apologetic look.
明日になっても構わないとは思うんだが。
It's a New Year's gift, so it has to arrive on the first day of the year. I'm free today, so don't worry about it. I consider heading there on foot. If they call ahead and I get there before noon, it should work out fine. Besides, I enjoy taking walks in the winter. I head out to leave the store, but then I hear Hoku's gentle voice call out behind me.
そういえば初詣いつ行くか決めてなかったよな。週末でいいか？
Sure. Are you free next Saturday?
あ、それまでにお使いのご褒美考えておけよ。後で連絡する。
Sure. See you later. Hoku said he was going to give me a reward, but the smile he gives me and the promise of a New Year visit by themselves are reward enough. Just imagining the time we'll spend together, my chest feels warm and full. Today is full of good things. This year is going to be a good year. With light steps, I head to the Philflower Supakino store.
いらっしゃい。明けましておめでとう。
The shop manager of the Supakino branch, Kozue Arisawa, greets me. Kozue is a gorgeous and has the appearance of a mature woman. Hoku always says she has a powerful presence. She welcomes me with her usual enthusiasm.
お年が蓄えあざす。どうぞゆっくりしていってください。
This is Shikashi Utsugi, an employee I know. She greets me with a smile. She energetically walks around the store, excited that it's time to earn some money. Other employees also do their best to serve customers. No doubt, she's trying to give Kozue a chance to have a chat with me. I'm glad she's so considerate.
新年早々お使いに時間を割いてくれるなんて、なんてけなげでいい子なの。涙が出そう。
I wanted to say New Year's greetings to you anyway. Happy New Year. I hope you have a great year too.
よろしくされなくてもよろしくするわ。
Ah, that. Oh. At that, Kozue lowers her tone and whispers to me.
新年の挨拶もなしに、あいつがそちらに行くから対応を頼む。店を出たら連絡をくれ。っていう。
Hokuto forgot to greet you?
私が忘れてるわよって言ったら、ついでみたいに挨拶してきたわ。
Ooh.
まったく。一毛の最優先はいつだって。
Ooh.
あなたなんだから。
I like that. He doesn't need to worry about me. I can run a simple errand just fine.
本当に新年になってもあの過保護は変わらないわね。
We both look at each other and laugh. But then, Kozue's smile suddenly falls apart.
ああ、もう相変わらず可愛い。
I know I am.
むさ苦しい一毛にはもったいないわ。私の妹にならない？
I mean, I don't mind. I definitely can. I'd love to be your little sister. Maybe if I change my last name to Arisawa, I'll become more mature.
やだ、大人っぽくなんてならなくていいのよ。そのままで十分魅力的なんだから。
Kozue praises me a lot, but I envied her when we first met. She's the same age as Hokuto. They used to work at nearby affiliated stores and so saw a lot of each other. What's more, she's feminine and beautiful. Would line up with Hokuto, they make a nice pair. Oh, there's gonna be some insecurity there. I can feel it. They look like a perfectly matched couple. Oh, how jealous that made me. When I remember those days, my heart still hurts. I love her now though, and I've stopped comparing myself to her. That's because Kozue is like this. She's a cheerful and easy person to get along with.
ねえ、今日履いてるヒールすっごく似合ってる。色のチョイス完璧じゃない？
I'm so happy you complimented me, Kozue. These are actually higher than my usual ones, but they're so easy to walk in. I like them. There's also a subtle decoration on the heel. I turned around and raised my heels to show it off.
やだ、後ろ姿見せてくれるの可愛すぎ。椿の店のマスコットガールとしてここに住みましょう。一毛が迎えに来たら私が追い返すから。
Bro, showing me my backside. I love her even more. Can I romance her too? Kozue likes cute and small things. And she's always nodding on me like he wouldn't believe. I'm not so young as to stay jealous forever of someone who clearly cares about me so much. I'm more mature than that. Now, anyway. That's why I adore Kozue like an older sister. and I'm really comfortable being here in the Tsubakino store.
お兄ちゃん、これがいい。これお母さんも喜ぶよ、絶対。じゃあこれにするか。
My attention is drawn to a pair of young siblings. It seems that they're here by themselves. The brother clutches his wallet, and the sister picks up one of the lucky flower boxes.
あら、かわいい。
They must be here to buy a present for their mother. Such nice children. Kozue and I secretly watch over them. We can hear them talking about how they're going to give their mother a present for her birthday. It makes me smile even more. However,
あれ、
when he hears the price at the cash register, the brother's face falls. It looks like he doesn't have enough money. As he frantically checks his wallets, his sister pulls out a small envelope from her pocket and adds a 500 yen coin. It's probably a special New Year's gift. They're trying to buy a gift by putting together their money. But even though I get that, they're still 100 yen short.
お兄ちゃん、足りないの？
Oh no, don't do this. I'll give them money. I'll pay for the whole thing. The sister repeatedly pulls at her brother's hand, but nothing can change the fact that his wallet is empty. The sight is enough to make my chest ache. Sugi! At the cash register, even Chikashi is starting to panic a little. I can't help myself. I approach the boy and tap his shoulder. Hey you, did you drop this? It was lying on the floor. I place 100 yen coin in his palm. His face changes in an instant.
ありがとう。
Oh, that's so sweet.
100円、これで買える？買える。
Oh my god, don't do this. He successfully completes his payment, and everyone present, including me, is relieved. The siblings take the flowers with great care. They thank me again on the way out.
ありがとうございます。
Oh, no problem, sweetie.
ありがとうござい
You
ます。
too. You're welcome. As I watch them leave, hand in hand, Kozue pokes me from behind.
見てたわよ。あなたが自分の財布から出したところ。
I thought they'd be reluctant to accept it if I give it to them.
ほんと優しいんだから。でもおかげであの子たちが悲しい思いをしなくて済んだわ。
In the face of such praise, I can't stop my true thoughts from spilling out of my mouth. Seeing them reminded me of me and Hoku when we were at that age. I couldn't just leave them be. The only reason I can admit to my true motivation is because Kozue knows what Hoku and I were like when we were kids. She remembers how we used to hold hands as though we were brother and sister. Even now, our relation is much like that of a brother and sister, but we don't like that. We want to be lovers with this guy. Even though I've been in love with him all these years. Having returned to my room after dinner, I peeked out the window. From the upstairs window, I can see the garden of the house, including the flower beds that my mother and I maintain. Violas and colored leaves are taking over this winter, and we'll be harvesting radishes before spring. In the Starshot family garden, flowers and vegetables grow freely. We plant different things every season. However, there is one exception. I think it's almost time for fertilizer. I'll stop by the store tomorrow. I hope it blooms beautifully this year too. I've dedicated one flower bed to anemones. Anemone aren't difficult flowers to grow, but it's a different story when you're a kid. It happened before I was 4 years old. We moved into this house, and that's how I met Hoku and his family. By way of a housewarming gift, Hoku gave me a pretty little anemone. But it dried up quickly. I must have cried so loudly that all the neighbors heard it. It was Hoku who heard and worried about me. He consoled me when I was crying, A sheriff made an anemone plant whose flowering season had ended. After that, he carefully taught me how to grow anemones. That's how the Ichige and Starshot families became close. Hoku and I were like brother and sister, and our parents got along like friends. We still have that relationship today. We're exactly like the brother and sister I saw at the Tsubakino store today. We started walking together, holding hands around that age. Even though I was 4 years younger than Hoku, he never let that bother him. He was always kind and caring. Sometimes, he would say childish incantations to cheer me up. He was always there for me. Fluffy Puffy, let the pain go away. Thinking back on it now, it was so cute that it makes me feel all ticklish. He would utter that incantation in all earnest, just to comfort a girl years younger than himself. When a flower withered, when I fell and cried, anytime I went through a hard time. At some point, he stopped saying those words though. But even now, the incantation supports my heart. Nowadays, I'm able to grow the anemones Hoku gave me by himself. I'm not his little sister anymore. No, in fact, I've always seen him as a boy, even back then. I never thought of him as a big brother. I take my eyes off the flower bed and look at my phone. Hoku has sent me a text. It's about setting a time for his New Year's visit. Even though it sounded more like a work email, it feels like a date promised to me. I'm the only one who feels that way though. He is kinder and more reliable than anyone I know. But he won't look at me the way I look at him. That's the man I love. My childhood friend, Hoku, he lives right next door. Oh, don't tell me that's how it ends. Oh, that hurts! Oh my god! Like, Hoku, you're killing me. All right, that was the first chapter for Hokuto. Hoku, our childhood friend who apparently doesn't see us as a lover. I think that chapter is going to be the one that's going to cause me so much heartache. I feel like there's going to be a lot in the beginning of us trying to get him to see us as a woman, as a potential love interest, and he just doesn't see it. And it's going to be really interesting to see where the turnaround is, when he finally thinks, oh yeah, I love this girl, I actually like her. It's not just brother sister, it's like I want this girl as my girlfriend, as my future wife, etc. So I'm excited to see that one. It's really cute so far. I really like the different personalities for the female leads. So last but not least, Ginnosuke. We will see how our flirty boy is and who his love interest is. So there we go, Ginnosuke Sugawa, the two-faced Prince Romeo, a client's boyfriend. Client? Interesting. Really called him Two-Faced Romeo. Oh, okay. Let's enjoy this. Ooh, Ami Akashi, she's really cute. Let's get started in Ginnosuke's route. Chapter 1, Still in My Memories. People shivered in the cold, hurrying past empty buildings on their way home. During New Year's, the offices are deserted, and though the solstice had already passed, I still felt the nights are getting longer. I guess that's how it is. Time passes by so quick, but work never ends. While sending another email, I check my tasks for the day. Next up, confirming and printing the contract. Got the data here. And I can't view it due to an error. The properties are also strange. I wonder if Senpai is home yet. Will he notice if I call? With a glimmer of hope, I call my senpai, who had left work early. He gave me this task, so I have to follow his instructions. Please pick up. Please pick up. Refusing to give up, I send him a text. Let's hope he replies soon, while I'm finishing up my other tasks. so I shifted my focus to another issue. But here also, I found mistakes, typos, and unfinished parts. All of this work was requested by the same senpai. Senpai, if you're gonna give me extra work, at least review it first. My complaints echoed out into the empty office. The sound was so sparse that it brought me back to reality. I checked my phone, but there was no message. The time display caught my eye. I stared at the clock, bringing my fingers to my lips in worry. They were dry and chapped. I might not make it in time. I'll just come in tomorrow and deal with it then. As the deadline approaches, I send another message to my senpai, grumbling as I prepare to leave. Another day, another last train, so we stayed late. Interesting. My name is Lottie Starshot. I work for Second Spring, an interior design office. Ooh. I've worked here for just over 2 years, and I'm still at the bottom of the ladder. Okay, we're trying to go up the corporate ladder. I finally reached a point where I can take on real projects. So, I took on extra tasks for training purposes to prepare for the year-end rush. It's been a little worrying getting all these tasks from my senpai though. I know even small tasks are important, and I think it's all thanks to those tasks that I've gotten used to my job, but I decided to tidy up my desk in the name of efficiency. My eyes suddenly catch the New Year Pines decoration placed at the office entrance. Like last year, the decor is stylish and cute, and the white party vase blends in well with the office. The Christmas tree that was up until recently was lovely, with elegant decor the color of champagne gold. One of my hobbies is admiring flowers, especially those ordered by season. Even if I keep working overtime, those flowers help me relax. Thank you, Phil Flower. The flowers in the reception area welcome visitors. By extension, they become the face of the office. They're delivered on a regular basis by Phil Flower, the flower shop in front of the station. When that store came to mind, so too did the guy who used to deliver those flowers here. At that time, I was a newcomer, constantly overwhelmed with unfamiliar work and reception duties.
花を移動するなら窓際よりこちらの壁沿いがおすすめですね。
As I moved the flowers that were sent in, the delivery florist called out to me.
直射日光が当たると花が弱ってしまうんです。どうしてもそちらがいいですか？もしかしてデスクから受付へ行くときに邪魔なのかな？
Ah, I see. I walked at the desk often, and along the wall should be good then.
気づかずすみません。僕が持ちますよ。ここはどうでしょう。邪魔にならない範囲だと思うんですが。
Yeah, right here is fine. Thank you.
もう一つの花もバランスをとって移動しましょうか。この辺りはどうですか？
No, it's fine. Sorry to take up your time.
とんでもない。帰る前に教えていただけてよかったです。ちなみに違っていたら申し訳ないのですが、新しい社員さんですか？
Yeah, I just started here last month.
そうですよね。初めてお見かけするなと思って。お花の管理もされるなら少し説明をしてもいいですか？
Oh, one moment. I took up my notes in a hurry. As a new employee, I still had a lot to learn. I flipped through my notepad. It was already full of scribbles. It took me a long time to find a blank page, but he kindly waited for me with a smile.
今お花が生けられている水の中には菌の増殖を抑える薬が入っているんです。なので基本的に水替えは必要ありません。もし水の濁りが気になるようなら水を取り替えてからこちらの薬剤を入れてください。裏に説明書きもありますからね。
I see. Is there anything else I should look out for?
そうだな。お花の茎がもし黒ずんでいたら変色した部分を切ってあげてください。 日持ちするお花ではありますが、茎が腐りやすいんです。水を変えるならその時にカットしてもいいですね。バラの方は放っておいても大丈夫。茎を切るとしても少しだけにしてください。でもお花の状態が悪くなる前に次の配送でお伺いすると思います。基本的にお手入れの必要はありませんよ。
Oh, really? That's good to know. I'm not very knowledgeable about flowers.
そんな方でも気軽に楽しんでいただけるお花をお届けしてますので、どうぞお仕事の合間にでも眺めてみてください。パソコンの仕事、目が疲れますしね。
The gradation from pretty pink orange roses to faintly autumn colored maple and red plume coxcomb is beautiful. I lost track of time while gazing. This rose has a wonderful color. I don't think I've ever seen it before.
ありがとうございます。カルピディームという品種なんですよ。
Carpe diem. And what's the name of this small flower over there? Even when I asked about flowers that I recognized but didn't know the name of, he told me them with a smile.
これもバラですよ。ノイバラという種類です。
Oh, is that so? There's lots of different kinds, huh?
ねえ、バラは品種がたくさんあるので、ぜひ見比べて楽しんでみてください。
After explaining everything with a gentle smile, the florist went back to his delivery work. I need to get back to work too. While thinking this, I slowly blinked and looked at the flowers, realizing that my eyes and shoulders were tense. I was nervous about learning a new task. I wonder if he noticed. The autumn flowers added color to the office. Plume coxcomb and carpe diem, Rosa multiflora. It's like the autumn scenery is directly arranged in the vase. Such beautiful flowers. I think I'll enjoy viewing them in my spare time, just like he said. I changed the water and added the chemicals as you suggested. They're all blooming so beautifully without wilting at all. Thank you for your advice, I said, looking at the man who came in for the next delivery.
役に立てたのならよかった。本当だ、すごく元気ですね。水替えしたのに花のバランスも整ってるし。
Before I swapped out the flower, I took a picture and tried to arrange it as close to the original as possible.
頑張ってくれたんですね。茎の切り口も綺麗だし、下葉はちゃんと取ってある。花を大切に扱ってくれているのがわかります。花屋としてすごく嬉しいです。
He looked at the flowers with great care as he spoke, and for a moment I was at a loss for words. I was surprised by how gentle his gaze was. So there is someone like this. He looks at flowers so tenderly. No, it's my pleasure. Thank you for everything. And then, with a quick bow, I heard him give a small laugh.
今後ともどうぞよろしくお願いします。
Not long after that, the delivery staff changed. He was no longer assigned to us. I had no chance of seeing him again. That was 2 years ago, so his face is a little blurry. Okay, so we do have a bit of a backstory, some history with Ginnosuke. I didn't even know his name, but I remember his lovely smile. And the memories of that time still motivate me to this day. I can say that I made it through my rookie years thanks to his encouragement and the beautiful flowers that decorate the office. Casually understanding the customer's feelings, explaining gently and clearly. If I could become that kind of person, clients should feel at ease and trust me with the job, right? As an interior designer, I explain projects and develop them according to the needs of my clients. Ooh, I can see the connection. Because I want to be just like him. Alright, I'm busy, but I'll do my best. He's my goal. And I hope we'll meet again someday. Just as motivation overtook me, the alarm on my phone started to ring. Oh, the last train. I threw on my coat and dashed out of the office. Is that how it ends? No! Chapter 2. Is a man you fancy a prince? That was kind of quick too, was it? Alright, that was the first chapter for each potential guy and him, the smile bloom. I really enjoyed that. Ginnosuke for his. So the love interest, she works in an interior design firm. So I'm assuming she's the one who helped renovate the Phil Flower, since they talked about that in Tenya's route. Interesting. Okay. I actually dig a lot of the guys. I like all of them, honestly. I think Wataru is my number 1, and then Tenya's my number 2. With Hokuto and Ginnosuke, they're kind of like in the same level. I really enjoyed that, actually. That was a lot of fun. Wataru is like the biggest cutie ever, and Tenya's the second biggest cutie. Hopefully you guys can kind of see a quick sneak peek of each guy and maybe figure out if this game is something you want to buy yourself and maybe wait on a sale, or maybe it'll help you decide which guy route you want to play first. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, what have you if you enjoyed this. Definitely have more content of me talking about anime men. And once again, thank you Pqube Asia for giving me a game key. I really appreciate this. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Bye bye!